It's a little chilly this morning, but some big news for you guys. I want you to see that the old coop is gone. And in its place, we have this brand spanking new, awesome, beautiful looking coop that we built based off some plans we found on Home Depot. But when you get a new coop, how do you make sure that the chickens don't get confused looking for the old coop and instead they make it to the new coop? So I want to tell you what we've done, and it's worked really well. We've done this a couple times, whether we're moving pullets from the little coop we've used as a brooder to the main coop, or from one coop to a new coop. So what we do is first we build it kind of in place. I mean, we still got a couple little things to do. Look, there's a chicken hanging out in the doorway. We still need to move it up onto its cinder blocks, just so that it's not in the dirt and so that it does a little bit better long term. But build it in place so that the chickens can see it and get used to it. Then what you want to do is, when it's move-in day, make sure everything's ready. For us, the last couple things for move-in day was getting a new hole cut in the chain link fence so they can get to it just directly from their ramp, and moving the automatic door from where it used to be on the chain link fence over there to here on the coop. That way this becomes their secured location, and we will worry about the coop and making sure that it's, for right now, our plan is just to have, they've got their coop and now this covered run for the winter, because we've already got frost on the grass, so it's November, so it's gonna get cold and it's gonna start snowing here. So we wanted to make sure they had lots of covered space for when there is snow on the ground, because our chickens don't like snow. So what we did when it's move-in day is we take a handful of scratch grains. You know what? Oh, they're inside the run here. Let's grab some. I'll show you. The chickens actually really, really liked this. And since they like scratch grains, let me dismiss that notification there. I forgot to turn that off earlier. Scratch grains. And this is a surefire way to get chickens to come and do what you want. Oh, look at that. See? They're all like, feed me! We see the scratch grains being opened. Okay, ladies, come here. All right, ready? Grab a scratch full of hand grains and just sprinkle them so they come down the ladder. And then for good measure, I like to toss a handful directly into the coop. So there we go. And let me get you so you can see the chickens. And because I've got the scratch grains going up the ramp, as they finish eating the scratch grains at the bottom, they will just naturally migrate up the ramp, and then they'll find the scratch grains in the coop and go in to explore. Another thing we did, sorry ladies, there's some more scratch grains. It is a chilly morning and I want you to stay warm. Enjoy those. The other thing I did is, when we disassembled the old coop, we took the eggs and we went ahead and put them, I get the angle right here without showing you my hand. There we go. That way you can see. We put the eggs, well, not all of them, we put a couple in the nesting box. That way the chickens aren't wondering, hey, where do the eggs go? Where do we lay now that we have a new home? They'll go in, they'll explore, see where the eggs are, and it actually works really well. Now, this is the third day that these chickens have had their new coop. The first night, what you do is, you want to do the ramp trick during the day. That way they can start exploring it and get used to it. And then you do need to go out at night, and we like to call it the how many stupid chickens do we have game. So first night we came out and 5 of the chickens had figured out the coop and were in it, and the automatic door had closed. So we had 7 chickens we had to round up. So we had 7 dumb chickens that first night. The second night we played the game again, and we only had 4 dumb chickens. 8 of the 12 had figured it out. So by day 2, 3/4 of the chickens had figured it out. So tonight we will play our how many dumb chickens do we have again, and I'm gonna guess that we're probably gonna have like 10 10 or 11 of them figured out, because every time we've done this, it's taken 3 or 4 nights to get them adjusted to the new coop. But it's, you know, it takes a couple days and then they get used to it. And, you know, every morning they've come out of the coop just fine. The door opens, they come out, they come find food, because we didn't change where their food or water is. It's still, there's the food still in the covered run, and then the water still in the covered run. We didn't want to change too many things on them at once. So that's how you get chickens to move from one coop to another, no matter whether it's in the same spot or a slightly different spot. And it's worked for us. Our coop used to be where that shed is, so we moved it in February to over here. Totally worked. And it's worked now that we've disassembled the old coop and built them a brand spanking new one. And if you want to find these plans, just go to homedepot.com and go to their blog. They're on there for free. They're really pretty good. There are a couple of errors in it, but overall we're really excited about it. It should be a really good coop. Plenty big for all of our 12 chickens. And if you like this or other kinds of chicken and gardening info, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you along as we build backyard homesteads together.